I liked our game. I thought we're good. Obviously, that's an excellent team, probably the best in the league, and I thought we controlled the game. And the last time they were here, we played really well, didn't win one game, and I thought tonight was important that we got a result. We had excellent periods that last time, like I said, those 3 games, but we didn't complete the job, and I thought we finished it tonight, which was it's a big thing for our group. We beat them in their barn, but I think obviously it's an important moment to close it out. So happy for our group.
Was that a bit of an extra message going to the group before this game? Like you say, you played well the last 3 times they were here. Get this one over the line, must feel good.
Yeah, we know them very well. Like, we haven't played them in a while, but we know them very well. So we knew what was coming, and I mean, it's a credit to them. Like, they're an excellent team, and they play with an edge, and they come out hard, and I thought that we did a good job of being ready. And you know, it's a great, you can't ask for better games to get ready for the real stuff. It is a best of 3, so there's no time once the playoffs start. We got to be dialed in. So I think these games couldn't ask for better preparation.
How much is it looking at this 3-game series thinking, hey, this is as good as we can have to prep for the playoffs?
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, we've been talking about it for a while. Like, we've been talking about playoffs probably since January, since these guys came. You know, we know we're going to have to play these guys. This is where we measure ourselves. So that's been an ongoing process here, and we've been playing. We're in a playoff. We're in a race. We're for home ice, and obviously still 3rd place. So we're playing those types of games, but to play against them that's the right matchup for us.
How happy were you with the second period, 2 shots against, then you followed up in the third with 6 against? Like, shutouts are going to go on the goaltender stat, but how much is that from a team effort tonight?
Yeah, I liked all 3 periods. I mean, obviously the power play, was a big part of us carrying the play. We really built momentum off it. To score it, great. That was an important goal, but we built momentum, and then we carried it through, which is important going forward.
And Klimovich is getting some time back on the power play again. What did you see from him tonight? And kind of the confidence feels like it's their last few games.
Yeah, well, he's playing a lot better. So then you get rewarded with a little more responsibility, and I thought he was good again tonight. So, he's the margin for error come playoff time is small. So you got to be ready every shift. Your details got to be good. And it doesn't mean it's mistake-free, but you got to do little things when you're on the ice, and I think the last 3 games have been very solid from him.
We've seen some games like that from Jack Rathbone last season where it felt like he's playing with a ton of confidence, gets the early goal. How different is his game when he's playing with that type of confidence?
Yeah, he was assertive, I thought. He shot the puck. I mean, that's one of his best assets, so we want him to go after it, get it to the net. He had some good chances. I think it's one of those things. He's also preparing for the playoffs, so he's got to play a playoff brand of hockey, and I thought for the most part tonight, he did that.
You talked about Calgary being a team that plays with an edge. Obviously, we saw some of the emotion bubble up tonight. What do you expect for the next 2 games? Is it going to get even more intense? Is that something you want to try and sort of keep a little bit of a lid on?
Well, I mean, all the games have been like this with them, so I wouldn't expect different. It's up to us to use that emotion in the right way to perform at a high level, but be on the line, not over the line. Thought we did that tonight for the most part, and so we got to do it again.
And how hard do you think it is for a player like Silovs to stay dialed in when he's getting not that much work and looking to get a shutout?
Yeah, no, it is. It's a challenge for sure, but I think he did a good job. He made a couple saves for us in the third, the kind of partial breakaway there, and then the power plays where he needed to be sharp. So that was good to see.
And how different is Calgary as a team when it's not Dustin Wolf back there?
Well, he's a big part of their team, obviously. I mean, he's probably the best goaltender in the league, so it definitely is an important piece. But, we're all missing pieces, and it's going to be like that probably going forward. So we'll see.
Jet Wu didn't find the score sheet tonight, but he's been doing that at time. I heard you in the intermission talk with Brandon Assel last week. You mentioned you want to see him continue to build on the things that you think are his strength, right? Like the defensive things. The offense is cool, Jet. But what about the development that you've seen this season about just an all-around defender? It feels like he's playing his best hockey last few games, last couple months. It feels like.
Yeah, well, we owe it to these guys to be very clear about what their path's going to be to the NHL and what role they will likely play. We want them to try to grow their game for sure. It's not like we're putting a stop on anything, but he's got to continue to build that base, defending hard, using his skating to snuff out plays early on the rush, get stops in D zone, be hard around his net, killing penalties. That's why he's been so valuable for us. That's probably his path to the NHL. But when he does all those other things, then he's on the offensive blue line. Then he's got the puck more. The guys he's on the ice with are in the offensive zone, and so then you have the opportunity to chip in offensively. So, A before B though.
Yeah. With a guy like Wu, it's interesting because the things you just mentioned there, that's what he was really good at in junior. Like he was known as that physical guy. Now that he's had a few years in the AHL, do you almost want to get back to building your strengths now that you've kind of rounded out the game? Is that something he's at the point of right now, or is it still about finding the base for the NHL level?
I don't know how to. I think it's hard to think of it like that. It's just you're trying to show you can contribute to winning at this level, eventually at the next level. So all those little details that I'm talking about, that's what it is. And if you do them, you help the guys you're on the ice with, you help the team, coach puts you on the ice. You contribute to team success, then hopefully your NHL team thinks you can help up top. And that's what we're trying to get our guys to do.
Is there any update on Vinny Arsenault? Is it an injury or just?
Yeah, he's injured.
Any update on the injury?
Well, probably more week to week than day to day.
And Talkett mentioned that the guys that are up the NHL, Willen and Putcoles and Juleson, that can be eligible to come down here are on track for the playoffs. Do you have any update on that? Are they still on track to a week from now or so? Or?
Yeah, I mean, we're taking it day by day. So when they get here, when they're assigned, then we'll figure it out from there. But we expect we'll get some help.